here at Barclays Center. Ugas, 3 years older than Barrionuevo, the height and the reach advantage in favor of the Cuban. Now let's take a look at the rules. No 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count. You cannot be safe with the bell in any round. Only the referee or the doctor can stop the fight, and the fight is official only after 4 rounds have been completed. Yordenis Ugas has won 7 straight. Cesar Barrionuevo, winner of 10 in a row. And now we'll set up to ring announcer. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr. It is a welterweight eliminator fight between Yordenis Ugas and Cesar Barrionuevo, and here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Well, fans, from Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, we bring to you our next attraction in the ring as Premier Boxing Champions presents a World Championship Eliminator brought to you by TGB Promotions, DeBella Entertainment, Samson Boxing, and Showtime. Sponsored by Corona Extra, who invites you to find your beach, and Casa Noble Tequila, the noble pursuit. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, the president, Mauricio Sulaiman, the supervisor is Seymour Zivic. Introducing to you our 3 judges scoring from ringside, all from the state of New York, John McKay, Kevin Morgan, and Tom Schreck. Introducing our referee in charge, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Ricky Gonzalez. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for a WBC welterweight world title eliminator. Introducing to you first on my left, he is fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with blue and yellow trim. He joins us from Catamarca, Argentina. He weighed in at a ready 146 pounds. His record, 34 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, and 1 no contest, with 24 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making his U.S. debut. Please welcome the Argentine welterweight champion and the WBC number 8 ranked contender, introducing Cesar Miguel Barrionuevo. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with white trim. He is fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Santiago de Cuba. His weight, 146 3/4 pounds. His record, 22 wins, 3 losses, with 11 wins coming by way of knockout. He is currently ranked the IBF number 2 contender and number 9 in the world by the WBC. Introducing Yordenis Ugas. Once again, here's our referee in charge. Now to give instructions, Ricky Gonzalez.
Ya te dices las reglas en el camerino, protéjase todo el tiempo y obedece sus órdenes todo el tiempo. Toca los guantes.
It's our co-main event, Yordenis Ugas, who's in the midst of a 7-fight win streak. He's undefeated since moving up to 147 from 140. Cesar Barrionuevo has won 10 straight. Of those 10 victories, 7 of those have come by stoppage. Barrionuevo making his United States debut. Ugas' conventional stance, southpaw, is Barrionuevo. Oh, and a slip there. Ricky Gonzalez ruling it a slip. Barrionuevo has quite a bit of power in his hands. He has 24 knockouts. A left hook to the body by Ugas. That might have hurt Barrionuevo. There is talk that Barrionuevo could be the next young, exciting thing out of Argentina. Right hand to the body by Ugas. Last time Ugas fought was on June 16th, a second round stoppage over Jonathan Batista. For Cesar Barrionuevo, last time he fought January 20th, first round knockout over Adrian Barón. Right hand to the body. It is the aggressiveness of Barrionuevo and the technical brilliance of Yordenis Ugas. Ugas has the number 54 on his ring attire because he's friends with Yordenis Chapman, the pitcher. And actually, incidentally, Chapman is actually listed as one of his managers, so that is something to ponder. Showing a lot of tribute to Chapman as the 54 right there on his trunk colors and his belt line, I mean. Work to the body by Ugas here in the first round. Left hook to the body followed by a right hand on the left side of the ribcage. Ugas doing very well so far here in the early going. Ugas still staying in the pocket. Barrionuevo trying to figure out the range. That's the end of round one. Go back and see some of the body work by Yordenis Ugas. Right hand, right in the belt.
Cuando este vuelva a tirar abajo sobre ¿cuál es la necesidad de confiarse en ninguna, mi socio? Está bien que no te esté dando y le estés viendo venir el volado, pero no te me quedes lento ni pasivo. Muévete, fíntamelo y sígueme trabajando ahí. Ese golpe abajo le está entrando y no le gusta. En cuanto él amarre, de aquí sube para arriba Yordenis. Aquí 54, porque lo estás amarrando, ¿viste? Pero no te pongas huevón. No te pongas huevón, por favor. No me haga eso, no. ¿Oíste?
There you see round number 2. This one is scheduled for 12. This is an eliminator fight. The winner will be the number 1 contender to the winner of our next fight between Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. Right hand that connected by Yordenis Ugas. Javier Capetillo, the trainer for Yordenis Ugas, was explaining to him that he wants him to keep going to the body. Jorge Capetillo, I stand corrected, not Javier Capetillo. Jorge Capetillo. Ugas focusing and targeting the body of Barrionuevo. Surprised Ugas isn't jabbing as much. Maybe he's worried about the counter punching of Barrionuevo. Ugas, big right hand that connected. Ugas stepping up his activity. Referee in charge, Ricky Gonzalez, warning about holding behind the head. And Ugas, some theatrics. At least trying to throw that right hand out there as the him to land it. Barrionuevo doesn't seem to be so much willing to engage. It's a little surprising because he has prided himself on being this high volume, high contact fighter who likes to mix it up his attack and likes to bang on the inside. Big right hand that found its mark for Yordenis Ugas. Under 30 seconds left here in the second. Yordenis Ugas with technical brilliance so far here in the first 2 rounds. And 2 rounds are in the books.
Abajo, cuando vos le tirás a la derecha, hace esto y tirás, amagale, ocupalo, tranquilo, ocupalo, ponete la mano y salí a tu derecha,
I want you to let your right hand go. And let's observe some of the work from the second round. There's a big right hand here by Yordenis Ugas, connecting on the temple of Cesar Barrionuevo. Here's another look at it. Boom, right there on the temple of Barrionuevo. Round 3, this one is scheduled for 12. Still to come, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. Right hand that found its mark for Ugas. Straight left by Barrionuevo, and his corner continues to urge him as they go, you got to let your right hand go as well. Nice right hook for Barrionuevo. The corner of Barrionuevo trying to tell the referee that shots are going below the belt by Ugas. Sweeping right hook on the belt line by Ugas. Left hook. Big right hand by Ugas, another one. Ugas not wasting much energy, but landing the bigger punches here in the third. Ugas looking at Barrionuevo. He's the one who's having to bring the fight to Barrionuevo. Left hook to the body. But Barrionuevo doesn't seem to be willing to engage at all. Left hook to the body by Ugas. And the boos now start to come down upon the ring here. Barclays, and a nice right hook to the body by Ugas, and Barrionuevo backing up. So far, it's been one-sided in favor of Yordenis Ugas. Big right hand. And Ugas, he can make a statement if he's able to stop Barrionuevo. 7 straight victories for the 32-year-old out of Santiago, Cuba. And that ends the 3rd. And coming up next, it's our main event. Showtime Shawn Porter, former world champion, hasn't been a world champion in over 4 years. Hoping to change that around tonight. And there we see Danny Garcia, former 2-division world champion. Actually held this WBC welterweight crown before losing it to Keith Thurman well over a year ago. Danny Swift Garcia getting himself ready for battle against Showtime Shawn Porter, our main event, up next. Back inside Barclays Center here in Brooklyn. Thanks again for joining us around the world, wherever you may be.
Segundos afuera. Vamos, vamos.
Round number 4. This one's scheduled for 12. I have the first 3 rounds all in favor of Yordenis Ugas. It's a 12-round matchup. Cesar Barrionuevo, I have not been impressed by. He has this real herky-jerky style, but he isn't committing too much from a punch standpoint. There's a straight left way down south as Ricky Gonzalez warns him to keep his punches up. And the jab coming out more for Ugas. Barrionuevo using his jab. Ugas is being smart with his punches. He isn't wasting much energy. He's looking for the opening on Barrionuevo, and then he throws. Left hook to the body by Ugas. Straight right backing up Barrionuevo. And this lack of action is something that the fans here in Brooklyn aren't too fond of. Right hand placed strategically right on the chin by Ugas. Under a minute to go. Big right hand that found its mark for Ugas. And again, Ugas connecting with that big right hand. Barrionuevo gets clipped with another right hand. It's been a slew of right hands here in the 4th round. Let's take a look at that low blow to Yordenis Ugas, and yes, that was below the belt line. Well below the belt line, and Ugas.
Atrás del jab. Trabájame atrás del jab, mijo, por favor.
They want you to work behind the jab. Round number 5 coming up.
Vamos, más rápido, más rápido.
Round 5, this one's scheduled for 12. Ray Flores joining ringside here. This WBC welterweight eliminator matchup between Yordenis Ugas and Cesar Barrionuevo. Ugas has won 7 straight since moving up to 147, originally 140. Ugas is ranked number 2 in the world by the IBF for the welterweight division, number 9 by the WBC. Barrionuevo is ranked number 8 by the WBC and number 11 by the IBF. And Ugas going right back to work. Barrionuevo coming forward. Ugas. Now Barrionuevo's trying to throw more punches, but his style is just so awkward. He's not willing to commit to anything. I don't know if he's flustered by Ugas, but this power punching, Tasmanian devil-like mentality or fighter that we thought we were going to see, that was told to us all week long, has been the opposite. It has been more cautious on Barrionuevo, which is actually not emblematic of fighters from Argentina. You remember the likes of Marcos Maidana, Lucas Matisse, Sergio Martinez, all of them love to come forward and throw punches. Barrionuevo has a weird style that he's bouncing around a lot and is not throwing anything of validity. Big right hand that clipped Barrionuevo. And this fan base here at Barclays Center, a jam-packed crowd, they have voicing their displeasure. As Ugas, very calculated as he uses and is fighting behind the jab. Straight right hand that found its mark for Ugas. I have Ugas comfortably ahead, 4 rounds to nothing, and the 5th round is looking exactly the same as the previous 4 rounds. Heavy right hand that smacked right into the kisser of Barrionuevo. And that is the end of the 5th.
Tienes que trabajarme detrás del jab. Deja de estarte poniendo huevón. Oye, ¿qué?
Here's that big right hand by Yordenis Ugas. Bang! Right there on the chin of Juan Cesar Barrionuevo.
El 54 y el gancho. La recta está. Yordenis, mira.
Él no va a hacer nada, espera por él.
De la mira. No, qué larga. Señores, tipo está muerto.
This guy's a dead man.
Vámonos.
He's done. He's a dead man.
¿De
Finish
qué
him
hablas?
off.
El tipo, ese tipo, Yordenis, mira. Ese tipo está muerto.
Look, this guy is a dead man. He's done. Look, work behind your jab. Well, Jorge Capetillo is not mincing his words. He's pretty much telling Ugas, he goes, this guy is finished. He has nothing left. Go out and finish him. They want Ugas to work behind the jab and keep his distance. Right hand that connected by Ugas, another one. Straight right hands finding their mark. We're in the 6th round. Coming up, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter for the vacant WBC welterweight championship of the world. Ugas still stalking Cesar Barrionuevo. Barrionuevo isn't doing much of anything. I mean, still surprised at his lack of what he's throwing. He's literally just moving around the ring and throwing a few punches, and that's it. Big right hand, clipping Barrionuevo by Ugas. As we near the end, or just over minutes ago, here in the 6th round. Corner Barrionuevo wants combinations, but so far they're just getting one shot at a time. 1 or 2 punches at a time. Ugas using his jab, a right hand connecting. Still, it takes 2 to tango in boxing, and Barrionuevo hasn't been willing to engage as much. Ugas looking to keep his distance. A jab followed by a straight right hand. A jab followed by a right. Barrionuevo keeping his head low. A little bit of swelling on the left eye of Cesar Barrionuevo from those right hands of Yordenis Ugas. And that ends the 6th. We are halfway home.
Respírame hondo. Respírame hondo.
Listen, keep breathing.
Yordenis, quítate esa mentalidad. Let's go. Y hay que acabar este tipo trabajando detrás del jab. No perdone. Aquí el que perdona pierde, mijo. Let's go.
Keep going. Come on.
Let's go. Vamos a hacerlo. Suelta la mano.
Para 30 rounds. Para 30 rounds. Sácamelo en 2.
There you see Gervonta Davis, a super featherweight champion of the world. Very exciting. I certainly need to get some jewelry like him because, my goodness, he is iced out. Tons of diamonds.
Time.
Now there is, I don't know why the referee, Ricky Gonzalez, is sending them to the corner. To the neutral corner. And because it's wet, that's why there's excess water here in the corner. So now they will once again engage. This is the eliminator fight. The winner will be the #1 contender to the winner of our next fight. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. Also, don't forget, Keith Thurman told me earlier tonight his goal is to fight before the end of the year and then get a bigger fight and potentially fight the winner of this matchup, or our next fight. And now the fans are getting restless here at Barclays Center. Barrionuevo has been the one who has not been willing to engage. As a minute has elapsed here in this 7th round, and so far it has been Yordenis Ugas who is doing work. The jab followed by the right hand. Right hand by Ugas. Ugas would be a tough out for anybody in the top of the welterweight division. Barrionuevo, on the other hand, his stock is starting to plummet if he doesn't change things around. Again, one punch can change anything, but he has looked less than stellar. Ugas still trying to stay out of harm's way because of the power of Barrionuevo. But a lot of swings and misses by Barrionuevo, and he's not throwing anything. A couple of punches that he throws, but if you look at from a CompuBox standpoint, he's got to be really low. I mean, the most he's doing is bouncing around the ring. And Ugas is, I mean, he's throwing enough, but his work rate isn't even that high. Right hand that connected by Ugas. Left hook to the body, and 7 rounds are in the books.
Mira, tiene que salir más rápido, ¿ok?
Directamente necesitamos un knockout.
Vamos, Pablo, está frío. No tira agua al piso.
Vamos a jugárnosla. El tipo se tranquilizó, el tipo está esperando, te está gateando. Aprovechemos eso, él está pensando cómo te va a entrar a vos, cómo te va a definir. Aprovechemos eso. Aprovechemos que él está confiado y le darle las manos, pero tiene que ser 2 manos terribles como fue con hoy. Las manos, te agarras 2 manos, papá. Te agarras esas 2 manos que necesitamos. Vamos. Vamos por el sueño.
What is he saying? No, he's
Hay que noquear a Miguel, no.
Also in the house, Adrian Broner. The problem. A chorus of boos for Adrian Broner. Also talking to Julian J-Rock Williams. Oh boy, that is Adrian Broner never lacks class, that's for sure. He's a classy individual. My goodness, you figure he'd grow up by now, but I digress. I'll tell you, 2 guys that are wonderful representations for the sport of boxing, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, they are going to be inside the ring next in our main event. Corner Barrionuevo is telling him to let your hands go. Ugas still looking, an uppercut, another one. Ugas trying to get Barrionuevo out of there. Now he's really going for it. It's Ugas. Ugas with a ton of punches. Ugas hitting in the way of Barrionuevo. Ricky Gonzalez watching the action. Oh my goodness. Ugas trying to finish off Barrionuevo. A thudding right hand, echoing shot by Ugas. And Barrionuevo's corner telling him, hey, he's tired. Ugas he's wiped out. And now Ugas is staring down. Barrionuevo has to say, come on, let's fight. his left eye swollen. Ugas now has tempered his work rate. Hey, don't forget on social media, join in on the conversation. Use the hashtag or follow me at SBRFlores. Who do you think is going to win the main event? Danny Garcia or Sean Porter? We appreciate you joining us wherever you are around the world. Final moments of round number 8. And that's the end of the 8th. Here is the look at the flurry from Ugas. Came forward and was throwing a ton of punches. Looked like he might have had Barrionuevo out of there. But a lot of them didn't even land clean. Just a hail of punches, but that would be about it.
Vamos a hacerlo, mi socio. Es tiempo. Recoge aire. Vamos a hacerlo ya. Vamos, que ya es hora. Vamos al 9, Yordenis. Y así hizo larga la noche, vamos a acabar con esto. Toma agüita. Vamos, Yordenis. Let's go.
I didn't need to translate that. He said, let's go. They said this is the 9th round. Come on, let's end this night, is what they were telling him in the corner. And with the lack of action that we've seen in this fight, I think a lot of us are hoping that is the case. The jab for Ugas. Barrionuevo still not doing much. And Ugas tying up. Barrionuevo bouncing around with his jab. Not even really throwing his jab, he's just bouncing around for no reason. His corner's telling him you got to throw. Well, he's losing on a shutout. It's not even close. And Ugas is winning this fight convincingly. So the goal for him is to win and not put himself in harm's way. Tried to go for it, did Ugas. But Yordenis Ugas is dominating this fight. And Cesar Barrionuevo, who had making his U.S. debut, I think he's going to look back at the tape and say, what was I doing? Sharp right hand. I mean, Ugas is a fantastic and world-class fighter. But Barrionuevo isn't even getting close to him and throwing anything substantial. Some body work by Ugas. Ugas keeping his distance. Barrionuevo, still, that's all he's been doing is these feints. If there was a feinting contest, Barrionuevo would have won easily. But you have to connect and land punches. I don't know if he fought lesser opposition or considerably less opposition, but it blows my mind that Barrionuevo is number 8 in the world by the WBC. Maybe it's an off night or he's sick or It's got to be something. As we approach round number 10.
Necesitas despertar, Yordenis. Te me estás quedando dormido, por el amor de Dios, aquí, pero métele la recta, mi socio. Está ripoteando sin tirar. Va, remátalo ya al pecho para que no falle. Cuidas a la barbilla. ¿Qué pasa, Yordenis? ¿Cómo te sientes? Entonces, ¿qué es lo que te pasa?
¡Segundos afuera! Vamos,
Round 10, this one's scheduled for 12 between Yordenis Ugas and Cesar Barrionuevo. I have Ugas ahead 9 rounds to nothing. Barrionuevo needs a miracle. He needs a knockout to win this fight, because this fight isn't even close. In the corner of Yordenis Ugas, they go, "What's wrong with you? Come on, man. Like, we should finish this guy." Ugas sliding a right hand to the body of Barrionuevo. Jab coming out. Now Ugas using some 10 motions. Right hand on the body of Barrionuevo. Midway point of this 10th round. A matchup that has been total domination from Yordenis Ugas, the 32-year-old. If you are a betting person, and you put money on Yordenis Ugas, you got to be thinking this is the easiest money I've ever made in my life. This fight isn't even close. Oh, big right hand that backed up Barrionuevo by Ugas. Big right hand by Ugas. Under 30 seconds left here in the 10th. Yordenis Ugas controlling the action with his ring generalship, his jab, and followed by right hands. And Cesar Barrionuevo is feinting and is darting in and out without throwing anything significant. Round 10 comes to a close. And coming up, there you see Danny Swift Garcia, who gets quite a bit of an ovation here at Barclays Center. He matches up with Sean Porter coming up next. It is our main event for the vacant WBC welterweight championship of the world.
Vamos a sacar todo lo que tenemos, no nos guardamos nada, Miguel, no retroceda más, vamos a los laterales.
César, ¿te duele la pierna?
Errol Spence Jr. there as the IBF welterweight champion of the world. A loud ovation for the man known as The Truth, and Gervonta Davis having some fun as well. Round 11, this one's scheduled for 12. Yordenis Ugas has been having fun inside the ring. Too bad Cesar Barrionuevo has not been willing to do anything. And again, I know I've been hypercritical of Barrionuevo. It could be a case, I mean, sometimes, look, you wake up and fighters get sick, they're not feeling the best. But this has been an abysmal performance in an eliminator fight. Right hand that connected. Another big right hand in the corner of Barrionuevo saying throw. And there are a couple punches. But so far this has just been, it's been Yordenis Ugas controlling. Now Barrionuevo step into Ugas. Right hand followed by an uppercut. Another right hand by Ugas. As we approach 80 seconds to go here in this 11th round, Yordenis Ugas, assuming he remains vertical during the rest of these next 4 minutes, will make himself the #1 contender to the WBC welterweight champion. And that'll be decided next between Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. Hard right hand by Ugas that found its mark. Ugas just 32 years of age. He will turn 33 next year. It has been the Yordenis Ugas show. Now Ugas pressing the issue. Hard right hand to the body of Barrionuevo. And the fans are cheering because there's only one more round remaining. And that's the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at this uppercut by Yordenis Ugas. Right on the chin of Barrionuevo. Nice job by our crew to find that and zero in on the uppercut by Yordenis Ugas.
Te vas a quedar colgado. Vele con pisadita. Tírale al recto y enfócate. Vamos básico. Rete, gancho. Rete, gancho. Vamos. Vamos a cerrar como lo vamos. Este es el asalto.
Vamos a buscar el knockout. Vamos a buscar el knockout, Miguel, con todo. Vamos, Miguelito.
Por este nivel. Cerradito y entra. Sorprendelo al tipo, sorprendelo. Vamos, está muerto, está fuerte vos. Vamos, Miguel. Vamos a dejar todo. Son estas, chicos, corrales.
The 12th and final round between Yordenis Ugas and Cesar Barrionuevo. Ugas has been controlling this fight with his jab and right hands, mixing in uppercuts. Cesar Barrionuevo hasn't landed anything significant. It has been some scattered jabs and a ton of feints, but nothing that has been significant. And corner of Barrionuevo saying, come on, use your jab, throw punches. Move. Land upstairs. That's the corner of Cesar Barrionuevo right next to our broadcast position.
Go ahead.
Nice uppercut by Yordenis Ugas midway through this 12th and final round. Yordenis Ugas still staying in the pocket. Under a minute to go in this fight. And Ugas, who I have ahead 11-0, is coasting to a decision. Heavy right hand that caught Barrionuevo. It stopped him in his tracks. And Ugas looking to close the show here late against Cesar Barrionuevo. Barrionuevo is hurt. They're telling him to lift up his hands. That's what the corner Barrionuevo is telling him. Final 10 seconds. As this fight draws to a close, and Yordenis Ugas demonstrating technical superiority. There's Cesar Barrionuevo, who had an abysmal U.S. debut here against Yordenis Ugas.
La chaqueta.
And here are the right hands from Yordenis Ugas. And more right hands, as it has been nice uppercuts by Ugas, connecting on Barrionuevo. And Ugas really stepped up his game tonight. He had to bring the fight to Barrionuevo, but he did so in impressive fashion. Yordenis Ugas likely in line to win his 8th straight. Still to come. And he got to see a Sean Porter here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. And now let's set it up to ring announcer. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
After 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement here. The score totals. Judge at ringside, Tom Schreck, scores at 119-109. Judges Kevin Morgan and John McKay see the bout 120-108. All three in favor of the winner, Yordenis Ugas.
So Yordenis Ugas is now the #1 contender to the WBC welterweight championship. Here's a stat for you. Body shots landed 59-7. So 59 body punches landed for Ugas, just 7 by Cesar Barrionuevo. And now we'll set it up to Jim Gray, who's standing by with Yordenis Ugas.
Translate for us. Yordenis, congratulations, your 8th straight victory, now undefeated at 147. You now become the mandatory challenger for a title and a championship. Are you ready?
Felicidades, tu 8ª victoria en forma consecutiva. Ahora, después de ganar esta pelea, ahora eres el que está en la pelea o el próximo para estar en la eliminatoria. Para una pelea de...
Bueno, sí, ganamos hoy y pienso que todo el mundo vio el talento que tengo y estoy listo para un campeonato.
Everybody saw the talent that I had here today, and I am ready for a championship.
It's been a really emotional ride for you. You could have quit boxing and given up. Now you find yourself in this position. But on a personal level, your wife is also much better. Can you tell us about her condition and how much that has meant to you going forward and your ability to continue with this career?
Ha sido un viaje emocional para ti en tu vida, especialmente con el problema que tuvo tu esposa. ¿Cómo está ella en estos momentos? Y tú ibas a dejar el boxeo y seguiste.
Bueno, sí, he tenido alguna dificultad en mi vida. Mi esposa está bien y esto es un capítulo nuevo y estoy listo y todo el mundo lo está viendo.
No, I've had definitely a difficult life tragedy here, but it's moving up. It's a new chapter now, and I'm moving forward.
Congratulations, terrific fight. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Felicidades y te vemos pronto.
Gracias a todos los fans que vinieron aquí hoy y estoy listo para que sea.
Thanks to all the fans, and I'm ready for whoever.